Hi, how's everybody doing today? I'm here with a little practice video. Working on my serve.
Sorry, what was that?
Oh, I'm recording. I was recording. Sorry. My bad. Go ahead. I apologize for that. There's a fella. There's a fella playing behind me, so I didn't mean to distract him. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to distract you. So it's about the racket drop. That's where you're getting all your power. So at least 3 or 4 days a week, I come out here and practice, and want to hold the continental grip, and that will give you that ability to drop your racket down and get the power you need and spins that you need for first and second serves. And you want to keep your head up when you're serving the ball to look, because you already know where the ball's going to go when you're serving it. So you want to watch the ball come off the racket, and imagine an airplane flying across the sky. So when you're throwing the ball up, you're watching the airplane go across the sky, and you're looking at the back of the net. You don't want to look at the box, you want to look at the back of the fence, because you already know where the ball's going to go. So let's try some drills like this, and I'll show you how I practice.
That was out.
The number one tool for regular BM, huh? Okay, let's see.
Fastest way to clear infections is by adding more fiber to your diet.
So much clearance you're giving yourself. Across the net.
Not right, unless you want to make things work. Of course.
As far as the best foods for doing that, I've been experimenting with prunes, kiwis, and refried beans.
Oh, bless her. But this is going sideways fast.
Fibrous foods are great because fiber helps you poop.
Okay, I gotta jump in here. Fiber. Look, it's great when you're not already constipated, but when you're backed up, it's just like, yikes. Because here's the thing, fiber adds bulk and weight to stool, and 1 plus 1 equals 2. Just like adding even more mass to the poop that's
See how much clearance the ball clearing over the net. It gives you more room for a second serve.
30-15.
already blocking your body's only exit equals more cramps, more bloating, and more constipation. That's just basic math. And it's 100%.
I don't like the ball that far behind my top. It's so long for me.
And not going to get things moving again. Sure, laxatives might liquefy any of the new poop, allowing it to squeeze through your increasingly
got the cones for targets. If you can get close to those cones, then when you're serving in a real match, that'll put the pressure on the returner, because you want to try to pull the person off the court. So the returns is in the middle of the court. So it gives you an opportunity to hit on the line or hit behind them. You can shorten the points out. So not going down the tee all the time, you know, and being predictable, but having a good slicer out wide will help you pull your opponent off the court. And if you're left-handed on the ad side, that ball will come to your forehand and you can drive it down the line or cross court behind them. So let's try it.
About a gut clearing ritual, but anyone can do that home. And no, I'm not
That's long. That didn't work.
Bookkeeping business owners make an average of $76 per hour, according to a recent survey by QuickBooks. That's right. If you're willing to learn how to use a free program called QuickBooks, you can make a serious living working part-time, from home, or anywhere in the world. And here's the thing, QuickBooks is easy to learn. are only working part-time. Let's face it, it's demoralizing working your tail off at a job you don't love for a boss you can't stand. All while barely paying the bills and sacrificing precious time with your family. And maybe you're looking to starting your own business, but you're fed up with all this that are out there. Well, bookkeeping is legitimate and respected work. You're providing a really valuable service to small businesses, and you're getting paid really well for it. Check out this recent study from
Christ, it's so fucking annoying. That's the worst fucking company, I swear. It's fucking terrible.
thought you had the advantage. That was a minute ago. No, it wasn't 40. Okay, 40, 30? that's why you didn't hit it. I don't remember. I mean, I just asked. because your light's getting ready to turn off. Thank you. You're welcome. It just takes like 20 minutes for it to come back on. I've been stuck out here before.
Yeah.
And it's like pitch dark out here. But that's not what's killing. What's killing me is just that, you know, you're doing better with That's all. Quite a bit. Sorry.
Harbor Freight is proud to present the next generation of Icon Raptor. Built with innovative split hull technology for ultimate
I think that's the first time I've ever done
durability.
what I just did there. But
We're so confident Icon's 9 new Raptors that come with a lifetime guarantee. Superior in quality, more affordable than the competition. What are you waiting for? Icon
Why did you go up? Wait. Okay, sure. Are you done? Yeah, I think I'm good. No, I mean, are you done? I'm trying to go in. I'm just lazily running in because that's the easiest thing to do.
All the marks. I'm repeating all around it. All here, all there, even behind it. I'm not leaving until I back home. Then I'll practice my back down. Two hands down the line. Cross court with the phone.
That means you have to get your service again.
I'm hitting 150 phones right now. I'm walking. Flash.
Kept making mistakes. Good second serve. Good second return.
Miserable. Absolutely miserable. It's gotta be like 95 degrees out here. Freezing at 9 o'clock at night. Yeah, I mean, the toss is the problem I'm having. Not all the time, but my shoulder is broken, so it's hard for me to throw the ball up in the same place without hurting for a while. And I hit all the targets I didn't want to except that one. They weren't leaving until I hit that target. I actually hit that target, but I didn't knock it down. And in the middle of two targets I hit. Because I'm using slice to place the ball, pull it in. But I also, when I play singles, I will go out here, I'll pull balls down the middle of the team. Try to pull my opponent off the court. They're working on the short ball. Next time I'll bring the tennis ball machine out and I'll set it up to where the ball is actually down in the no man zone, no man land, or whatever you want to call it. And I actually practice my returner serve by having the machine set up to where it hits out wide, and it's on oscillator, so it goes out wide and then it goes down the middle, and that's been helping me a lot. My return serve is really good. It's one of my strengths. And normally, I'm really accurate with my serve, but playing with a conventional racket after you've been playing most of your life with a wide body, it just takes a little time to get used to it then. Plus the weight of the racket is way off. So, yeah, it takes time to get used to it. Jeez, I shattered this time. have to get accurate, just as accurate with this bracket as I am with my other one.
We shouldn't stop.
Yeah, 2-1.
Oh, it's 2-1. Oh, okay. I thought it was 1. This whole time I thought it was 1-1. So I was very confused. Anyway.
Was that intended?
I meant to go that way, but I didn't make good contact.
and around 34 on the crosses. And this racket I'm playing with is strung about 50 pounds. And it's like I'm swinging a fucking 2x4. I can't feel the ball, and these are good strings. I just always have to play with rackets that are looser, and it's affecting my accuracy in my placement and hit what 10, dead tennis balls irritating me. And hitting the net when you're practicing, that's trash too. So I'm a hard critic on myself because I know my capabilities and I know what I'm able to do. And when I'm playing in doubles and I'm serving well, I can place the ball. I get a lot of aces. I get a lot of 3 points off my serve. And I'm not a tall person, so I have to depend on my serve and my returner serve. And I'm really good at hitting short balls, like the balls that are in the middle of the court. I'm pretty good at putting them away with accuracy. And in recent times, I've been practicing cross-court drills. But as you can see, I've been out here an hour and I'm drenched. I'm just drenched. It's so hot out here. And it's good, to get to sweat and get all this stuff. But I'm really irritated with my mobility because of my hips being replaced and this ACL and the meniscus tear in my knee. It's really hindering me to get better. I know when I'm playing sometimes I find myself standing flat-footed, but as I play in singles, I'm moving better. I'm moving a lot better than I was. But because of the knee injury, I'm having problems. Like when I push off this way, I'm fine, but when I land on this knee. So I used to be fluent, move fluently on the court from playing other sports and surfing. And that's really what I want to get back, get fluent again, especially with my serve. I have a plate in my shoulder, so I'm not throwing the ball up the way I used to, but we're going to get there. We're just practicing, and you got to come out here and do this. And I don't have a big channel because I'm not a Freemason, and I'm not part of the clique that's on YouTube. These guys talk trash. They want to say shit about people that are playing, and because I called out USTA for being weak, they got 4-0 players playing in 3-5 leagues, and vice versa, 3-5 players matched up with 4-0 players, and there's a big difference. Believe me, in the 90s and 80s, a 4-0 player would be what you guys consider a 4-5 or 5-0 player, and how they give out these rankings now. You got all these channels that say, 4-5 doubles or 5-0 doubles, and they don't even play doubles correctly. Doubles is it's a lot harder than singles. There's a lot of strategy. You have to know, you're working with another person. And just over the weekend, I played tennis doubles on Saturday, and the people I play doubles with, they don't take it seriously. They're out here talking. They're literally talking in the middle of your serves. And so I'm hitting some of these shots that I'm hitting that I've been working on. I come real close to the line. There's like 6 or 7 calls, which I'm not going to argue with people, that the ball's in and they can't even tell if it's in or not. And then on changeover, it's like 10 minutes before you get to go and play, and like I said, they're talking about all kinds of shit that has nothing to do with tennis, and it's hard to play. I play these. I put myself in these positions because you have to be able to play in every kind of situation, especially younger players that are playing in tournaments. So you have to have mental toughness, and you have to be able to just, not let people distract you. Like in the middle of playing, this is for instance, if I hit a serve and it's a really good serve and they'll say, that ball was good, instead of knowing that if it's out, you just call the ball, it's out. You don't have to say, the ball's good and play it every time someone hits a serve or hits a shot, and they do this, some of these people do this to throw their opponents off. So these guys were talking about playing in a 4-0 doubles tournament that's supposed to be coming up in a few months. And I'm like, dude, you guys are going to get disqualified the first match. Like, you can't talk in the middle of the points. when people are getting ready to hit a ball, you can't say nice shot or none of the stuff that you're doing out here. Or if a person's in the middle of their serve, you're like, oh, he's gonna double fall or whatever, which I don't. I mean, it doesn't bother me. I've gotten used to playing against people like that. I'm 53 years old. I've played against all kinds of characters, man. And I'm just saying, these are some of the people that I play against. Not all of them are like this, but on Tuesdays and Thursdays, there's a higher level of play. But you also have guys out here, there's a few guys that think they're way better than everybody else, and they're not. So they play on Saturdays and Sundays and Fridays with other guys that are pretty decent players. And really, they're playing out of their league because the dudes that they're playing, some of these guys that are playing are better than them, and they think they're better than the other people, and they're trying to tell you how to play doubles. Like I had one guy tell me that my job at the net is to cover the whole entire court over there on the net. So if somebody hits a fucking lob, he's not gonna go for it because it's my job to get that ball. I'm like, are you out of your fucking mind, bro? No one can get these shots. I don't care if you're Alcaraz or Michael Chang or the fastest motherfucker on earth, you can't get to these balls. You play doubles and you take half the court. Now, if that dude poaches and tries to cut the ball off and cuts the shot off, then you're supposed to rotate on the other side and cover him and come into the net. If you hit a shot and the person's vulnerable, like if you hit it, just like in singles, if you hit a short ball and that person's vulnerable and you hit it down the line to their backhand, you follow it in. You follow the ball in, and especially in doubles, some people will play, players will play back because the other person serves big and they have a big serve. So the person at the net is going to be able to, to put the ball away. So if you hit a short return, they're going to hit it overhead and put the ball away. But if you're playing back, you have a chance to get those balls. But you also are vulnerable to drop volleys, and that's why I get these dudes. They're playing so far back, when they hit the return, I'll just drop the ball over on the open side of the court. But, and then you got guys, oh, you got to cover this. Look, dude, you don't even know how to play doubles correctly. This guy don't serve and volley. He doesn't even come into the net. He's trying to play a baseline game like he's playing singles with 3 other people on the court. And that's not how you do it. Yes, there's going to be times where you have to throw lobs up to get reset, to get your partner reset and to get back to the point. I do it all the time. A lob is one of the most effective tools you have in your arsenal, in singles and in doubles. It can reset the point. It gives you time to get back in the middle and get ready, but I'm a lot better of a doubles player than most of these people around here because I spent most of my life playing doubles at the Ocean Racket Club. That's how I learned how to play tennis. When I was like 16, 17, one of my best friends, Darren Farmer, was in the top 10 in the United States for his age group, 16. And he went to Nick Bollettieri Academy and was a fucking phenomenal tennis player. So I taught him how to serve and he taught me how to play tennis. And we would play in tournaments together. We played doubles. We won a lot of a lot of championships. Me and my other friend Brett, as I got in my mid-20s, him and I were best friends, and we played in doubles, and we won a lot of tournaments. And as I said, I won in 97 and 98, light up the Shores tournament before I had these surgeries done. And I was fit. I was like 145, 150 pound dude, and I was fast as lightning. And I learned how to play on hard true clay courts. So I was really good, and I was always a good athlete. I played football, I played soccer, I played baseball, I played even volleyball. I did it all, I was very active when I was a young kid, and apparently from all this activity, playing all these sports, and a genetic defect in my body, I had to get hip replacements. And then I fell about 12 years ago, I had a seizure and fell and broke my shoulder, my humerus, and I had to get it repaired. So I've had some surgeries that's injured me to the point where I had to take a break from sports. But the last about 2.5 years, I've been playing, getting better. And I had people talking shit to me when I first started playing tennis. This guy, Mark Sanchez and Essential Tennis, those dudes were fucking with me, having some fun with me. Now they're all struggling with their channel. See, karma's a bitch. And anybody that fucked with me in my lifetime, I've noticed that they get theirs in the end. I have a relationship with God, and God punishes people that that try to mess with me. I've seen it over the years, and he does it to other people that are close to God too. So the guy was like, oh, I'll bet you $500 you won't win a point on me. He ain't saying that shit now because H is caught up with him, and he's barely a 4-0 player now. He's mishitting shots. He can't play against these people that he used to play with. He's become a different kind of player and using strategic, strategy. He doesn't hit the ball as hard as he get. And I told him, I said, dude, H is gonna catch up with you, bro, one day, and I'll be there to see it. So I don't wish ill will against people, but most of these people that have these huge tennis channels and all these sponsors, you got to think about this logically, folks. We're regular people, you and I, right? I'm 53 years old. I worked hard all my life. I was a chef. I've been in kitchens. I've seen a lot of different kinds of people. I've been around a lot of different types of people, and I know about a lot of different types of organizations and how they work. These dudes that are huge, they got 25, 30,000 fucking subscribers that just came out of the woodworks and started playing tennis. They got sponsorships with rackets. They got sponsorships with a vision thing. They got sponsorships with drinks and all kinds of shit, which I would be careful if I was you fellas using those apps that you get credit for, because this honey thing was exposed that these people are stealing your revenue. There's a big video on it. So like when you click, like say for instance, I go to Intuitive Tennis, and Nick says, hey, I got a discount on Nice Play tennis ball machines. So I go there and I was like, oh, that's cool. That looks pretty good, Nick. I'll go ahead and use your discount, and he gets a little money out of it, and I'll save some money, right? So everybody, right? So when I go onto that link and use his discount, these other people steal it. And they're gonna get the discount. They're gonna get his money. So all these big channels, you have to look into this and make sure that you're not getting cheated out of your revenue. Because how you make a living, that's fine. But you got guys in their late 20s or in their mid 20s that have been married on these channels, like not just Trey from Winners Only. I like him, but there's other people. They travel all around America during a depression. And these people got good paying jobs because they're where they live at, and their family. We don't know about their family, but I can tell you from how these people are operating and what they're doing and how they're using their hands and signals. They're fucking Freemasons, because everybody's struggling to find good paying jobs now. Everybody's struggling just to take a minor vacation. I mean, I live in Florida, and to go to Disney is fucking expensive, okay? I have a friend of mine that just came here from Egypt visiting. He's one of my good friends, and he went to St. Augustine and he went to Disney, and it's expensive, okay? These guys are able to travel all around America, United States, and go to all of these exclusive, luxurious tennis clubs, and they get to meet, they're on YouTube with the top players on YouTube, Carousel and Winston Du, and all these guys are all involved with each other, and they're literally, Carousel is in the top 100 or 200 in the world now or whatever, and they're all buddies. They're all into it because they're all fucking connected with Freemasonry and these fucking clubs. Okay, it's a clique. Nobody is starting a tennis channel and not being a good tennis player and having 50 to 30,000 subscribers and having sponsorships from fucking tennis rackets and tennis strings and all this stuff. Okay, so I call it as I see it. I have people emailing me, asking me, hey, why is your channel? You should have more people. You seem like you're down to earth. You're out here grinding. I don't have more people on my channel because I'm not a Freemason. And my algorithm, I'm not getting in the top. People aren't looking at my videos because I'm not being pushed to the front like the rest of these dudes. And I'm not traveling all around America. There's a Great Depression going on right now. People are being evicted from their apartments because they can't even fucking afford to pay rent, and they're working 2 jobs and they can't afford electricity or water or any of these shits. And you got motherfuckers that are fucking in their early 20s or mid 20s, have their own fucking house, have $150,000 fucking jobs, have YouTube channels where they're making money off of that. They're traveling all around America. They're going to all these luxurious places. They get fucking racket sponsorships. They get fucking tennis. There's professional athletes out here, women's tennis athletes and stuff. They can't even get this kind of a support, okay? This is something wrong with society. And the people that support these people, they already have enough money. They're from rich parents. And they probably wear the little hat. That's what my experience is. That's all a click on here. Most of the people that wear the little hats, and I can say that because my grandmother's from Germany and she went through that shit. She had to literally escape there in 1960 when she was a little baby. So I know all about this bullshit. And I know all the truth about all this stuff. But I'm mostly Irish because of my mom and my grandfather on my mom and grandfather's side. But I don't have any problem with that part of it. I have a problem with the deception where people don't realize that these channels are full of bots. Their subscribers are fucking bots. They're being pushed by Freemasons. And what happened in the future when they need these dudes to push something on young people, they'll come out here and shill the most ridiculous shit and get people lost and get people, they'll be deceived. And that's the fucking purpose of that. So they'll give them some fucking free tennis rackets. They'll give them some free strings. They'll let them go around all around America and pay for this shit. But at the end, when they need these scumbags to fucking to come through, they're gonna have to do that. And you don't see them out here grinding like we do. We're out here fucking grinding in 90-degree heat, working on a server. And I'm not leaving until I hit that fucking cone. Okay, so I might be out here until tomorrow morning. But I'm not leaving here until that fucking code goes down. That's how I do it. And then they come on your channel like a few years ago because I called out USTA because I've been part of that shit before they were even born. I seen what's going on. You can't have a 3-5-4-0 tennis league tournament if you don't have 3-5-4-0 players, and you can't take 4-0 players and stick them in a 3-5 tournament because that's not fair to the players that haven't developed to that level yet. It's just not. I'm telling you that there's a big difference between those levels. Okay, a 4-0 tennis player isn't making many mistakes. Okay, these dudes are not 4-0 players. Most of them are solid 3-0, 3-5 players. Okay, and they're almost at 4-0, but they don't know how to volley. They don't know how to hit overheads. They don't know how to hit lobs. They're not consistent on their backhand, and they don't have strategies when they go into these tournaments. They just have a serve or a return serve, or they're a grinder and run back and forth and get everything, but no weapons. Okay, as you get better, you develop weapons. Okay, and it has to be more than a serve and a forehand. I mean, that's a good start because if you have a good serve, you can serve it out wide, and like I say, you get the return you want. You can put the ball away, but not to be able to volley, not to be able to hit overheads, and not be able to hit lobs, or to even play some kind of have a strategy when you're going. That's a beginner. That's 3-0, 3-5 player. Okay, that's where these guys are at, and then that's even worse because now you legitimately have 3-5 players that are getting more sponsorships than guys that are fucking professional athletes in the game and in the sport. Can you imagine if somebody was to come up the crew and give him the sponsorships that some of these small channels have? Or, you know, some of these channels that are 25,000, 30,000 people and all the free shit they get. Imagine if they was to do that to Crew, pay for his expenses, let him get top training. That dude would be in a top 100, you know, he'd be a solid 100 player in the world right now. But because he's got to struggle and, you know, put out of his pocket, which I don't know nothing about his family members or nothing. I don't even know anything about that. But I know from being, you know, from my experience and surfing and traveling and stuff, how much money it cost us when we were younger and we were pros at this shit. It was not cheap, and in tennis is even more expensive because you have these rooms and luxurious places all around, you know, America that want top dollar for you to even play out there. So none of this makes sense unless you make it make sense, and the way you make it make sense is who's behind the sponsorships of these channels. And how, you know, they got top line people training them and they still haven't gotten any better. If you give me 2 years with a top pro to teach me, give me a teaching pro, and I promise you I'll be a 5-0 player in 2 years. Because I'm going to have the best teacher there is around, and I'm going to get all the insight and have the right equipment and all the things that I need to improve my mobility. Because that's the only thing that's keeping me back is my mobility. If I can move half as good as I used to when I was younger, I would smoke half the people on YouTube in doubles and singles. I would. half of them that talk shit. Right now, I struggle. I mean, I'm going to hold my own. I don't see too many people blanking me out. Like, I'm not going to lose 6-0, 6-0. I might lose, you know, like 6-3 or 6-2 or something just because I can't move as well as I used to. But as I'm getting better and better at moving and better at serving and getting my body and my groove and my foot getting fluent again, it's a done deal. All these people that were talking shit and trashing me a couple years ago, I will go anywhere they want me to in the next couple months when I can get moving a little bit better and get more strength in my leg, and I'll play them with a fucking garden hose. That's how I feel about it. Because I can't stand snobby people, and I can't stand fucking frauds and fakes that scam people. I've been on YouTube since 2010, and I've never asked anybody for 1 fucking cent on this, any of my channels. The only time we've ever raised money was for Ryan's Jet Fan. We had raised money when I used to do sports cards and collect them. Now I know it's all fucking fake and it's rigged. But I sold a bunch of my sports cards and I donated to this guy because he was a subscriber of mine. And he used to make comments. And when I first started my YouTube channel, you know, doing sports cards, he was one of my first subscribers. And then his wife came out about 6 years ago, 6 or 7 years ago, and said that he passed away the night before. And I felt, you know, a tear in my heart, and I was like, well, I gotta do something to help get this guy buried. So that's the only time I've ever done a fundraiser for somebody. And then she had the GoFundMe thing. It was all in her name. Everything was done by her. So the money that I had, I sold off my eBay. I just went into the GoFundMe and gave it to her. So that's the only time. But if I have people sponsoring me, helping me get modern rackets, helping me get new tennis balls, helping me get orange and yellow balls, you know, or orange and red balls to practice with, dude, the sky would be the limit. And matter of fact, if I had people helping me with my channel, the way that these big channels have, I would take half or more than half my money, 60% of my money would go back into the communities with the people that are subscribed to my channel. Once a month, I would try to help these people. If they need a bill paid, electric bill, water, whatever I can do to help them as they're helping me, I will do that for them. And my own community, I would take videos of myself going to these food pantries, dropping off food, which I do anyway, but I would be able to give more. That's the only thing I ask, if I was to get money like that, is to help me help others. That's all I care about. I don't want to see anybody go hungry. I don't want to see anybody lose their home. I don't want to see anybody homeless. I don't want to see what I'm seeing in today's society. I don't want to see YouTubers making millions of fucking dollars off of people when most of the people they're making money off of can't even afford a 50-cent drink, okay? It's fucking ridiculous, and it's got to stop. And I'm tired of these Freemasons infiltrating everything that everybody loves and using young people to fucking grift other people, okay? I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I'm old enough to know that this doesn't make fucking sense until you make it make sense. And the way you make it make sense is follow the money trail. You either got these people that got filthy rich parents, or they have filthy rich parents and they are connected with Freemasons, and this is how they're getting what they're getting. Because no, I've been involved in tennis since the 80s, and I've never seen a company give an amateur player, a 3-5 player, racket string, fucking tennis rackets, shoes, drinks, all kinds of shit that makes 0 sense, dude. I don't give a fuck what kind of channel they got. If they ain't got a Mr. Beast channel where they have 1 million subscribers, there ain't no reason for anybody to get free shit like that when professional athletes can't even do it. So let's get back to practicing. I vented enough, but I just want people to know what I know what the fuck is going on, and it ain't you when you start a new channel. It's not you, it's YouTube. YouTube was full of grifters and fucking scam artists, and they're full of shit, these people. And if I ever met them in real life, I'll tell them the same thing I'm telling you now. I have no fear of telling the truth. None whatsoever. Not envious or nothing like that. I am just keeping it real, because there's young guys and young ladies out here saying, well, I play tennis and I'm I'm number 1 at my school, and I can't get nobody to help me with sponsorships. No, you're not going to either. Become a Freemason, you get all that shit. You get to travel all around. You get to live a life of luxury. But at the end of the day, you are going to hell because these are satanic devil worshippers. So, and hell is full of people that have good intentions. So, I'm just telling you, I know what's going on. There's my baby.
I was trying to scare you.
Yeah.
Did you see me? Don't answer just now.
What is it?
Did you just now see me?
Yeah.
I was hiding behind all the trees.
I thought I felt something. Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
Of course, I walked down the first pane and walked all the way down here.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna try one more time to hit this stupid cone, and then we're done. My baby's still up. Actually, did you love? 10 years. 10 years, bro. 10 years. We've been together. Maybe you ought to get married on YouTube. That's the fucking craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. People get married on YouTube. Fucking insane. People are fucking out of their fucking minds, bro. They are. They're out of their fucking minds. That's all I get. Tony's gonna go bye-bye. Yes, he is. All around it, dude. I like the look of the racket too. I do. Where do you see that? use a racket from the 1990s or 88 and have hit with more accuracy than that one, just because the strings I have in it are way better. I have the Genesis on the crosses and then the Slinko on the main. So I'm gonna do the same setup with the blade. I'm gonna have it strung at 36 pounds for the crosses, for the mains, and probably 34 on the crosses. Yeah, because it does make a big difference. I can't even feel the ball like on that ball, on that racket. I'm not being, smart about it. But it's really important that you, when you start playing and you start getting better, to find strings that you like on your racket that help you feel the ball better and the right tension for yourself. Yeah, I mean, if you really want to hit the ball harder and more accurate, lower your tension on your racket. And if you're having problems with your elbow or your wrist, lower the tension on your racket, because more than likely your racket's stiff and it needs to be lowered. Your tension needs to be lowered, and you can still hit the same way you're hitting, but you're going to hit with less effort, and the ball's going to move off the strings better, and you'll be able to feel your volleys. You'll be able to feel your serves, because it's real important. And any big server or anybody that's got a good serve will tell you they have to feel the ball come off the strings to hit those spins, to hit the kick serve, to hit the slice serve. Because no matter how bad my toss is right now, it's still up in the same place. And the way that I hit my serve for a flat serve is at like a little bit at 12 o'clock. And the way that I hit my, the way that I toss the ball up to hit a kick serve is around 12 o'clock. And the way that I hit the slice serve is around 12 o'clock. I don't throw the ball over to the right or left. As I've gotten older though, because of my injury with my shoulder, I do drift a little bit more to 1 o'clock for some of my shots. But majority of the time is straight up. And the ball, if I let the ball go, when I throw it out in front of me, if I let the ball go, it's going to land 1.5 feet, maybe 3 feet inside the service box. So that's how I was taught how to do it. And I just use my fingertips and hold the ball, and then I open up my hand and hold it up as much as I can. But I feel strength, I can even hear, let's see if you can hear it, but you can hear the cartilage that, the cartilage that was, that's breaking off inside, the scar tissue, they call it. So it's been a long video. I appreciate everybody watching. I'm gonna round these balls up. I'm gonna get out of here before they turn the lights off. And then tomorrow we'll be down here to play doubles. And maybe they can let me record some of this round robin so you can see some of the levels of play. But look, I'm soaking wet, folks. I'm gonna go home and jump in a cold shower. It is hot out here. And I gotta shave too. See, that's one thing. I haven't been keeping up with shaving, but I take showers every day and stuff. But because it's taken me 50 years to actually grow a beard. When I was a young guy, I could never grow a beard, or even this part. So it's been a long time to be able to get to this part. So, but I usually keep it real short, and I'm a very groomed person. Very one of my favorite things to do besides play tennis is I like different colognes. I go and buy different colognes from like Ross's and stuff like that, and I like the smell nice. One of my favorite is Amani. I like the Amani smell. I also like Obsession. Obsession's great. Calvin Klein, all the Calvin Klein. I got Eternity. Seek Into You. I think it's called Into You. I have that one too. Calvin Klein Into You. Or something, I forget. But also Ocean Pacific. I found some OP, and that smells really awesome. But yeah, that's like one of my hobbies. The cologne lasts a long time too, and I like smelling nice when I go out to the courts, and I get compliments on it and stuff too. But I've been getting a lot of compliments on my play, because I actually, I'm hard on myself, but I have picked my play up. I went from, like I say, a 2-5 player, when I first started playing again, just beginning, to right now. I think then I'm around a good solid 3-5 player, and then at times I'm peak, when I'm playing really good, I'm back into the 4-5 level on some of my shots. But the movement is what's killing me. Like, I have to get moving again and being more fluent. And like when I was playing doubles, like I said on Saturday, even with all the distractions, I actually made some really good shots, some really good volleys. And I haven't hit a Twitter, you know, between my leg shot in probably 20 years. And I pulled one of them off this weekend too. But the guy was at the net, so he put the ball away. But at least I got to it and hit it. And then yeah, I hit some pretty good overheads. I bounced a couple over the net, you know, over to the fence. It was a good hit. And then I had some really nice angled volleys, like pretty sick. I was like, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. I ran and then got my, you know, being right-handed, I angled the ball and it went with such a pretty angle. I was just like, oh my God, this was amazing. But this dude that I play against, Carl, we were playing, he's fucking fast, and he's 70 years old, but he's fast. He gets a lot of balls. So when we're playing doubles, you can never stop playing with this dude. He'll get every ball back. So you have to really watch when you're playing against people. There are some people that are very, very fast. The dude I play, Al, he's a good solid 4-0 player. And he's extremely quick. And my friend Ahmad from Egypt, he's extremely quick. So when I play these dudes, you know, you can't sit there and like eye candy your shot. You have to be ready for the ball to come back over. So like I said, I appreciate everybody watching. Thanks for all the support. And I'm going to make shorter videos, but I just wanted to show you guys what I do, how I go about doing this, and you know, how it takes time to get better. It's just not, you have to put practice in. You have to be consistent. You have to stay trying to hit these targets. It's important, even if you're not hitting the target. Like it took me all night just to hit that thing, but I hit all the other ones. But you're hitting around it, and then if you're playing, when you're playing singles and you hit those same servers, you're gonna get some good, some free points on that. You might even get you might get some aces, but you're definitely gonna get, you know, you're gonna pull these people off the court, especially those angle serves. So thanks again for everybody watching. Thanks for your support. I'd like to get more people to watch my channel. I'd like to build a better community where we can all learn and help with each other. But it is YouTube, and I don't have any, you know, money to buy bots, and I'm not doing that. And I'm definitely not joining Freemasons or none of that shit. I'm gonna be myself, who I am. The people that like me can subscribe to my channel and help me. And if anybody's got any problems with what I'm saying about these people, just watch their hands when they're talking. Watch their hands, watch the stuff they sell, watch the symbolisms. Like Confucius says, the world is run on symbols and images, symbolisms and signs. That's all it is. These people communicate with each other that way, so they all know who's on what side, and they can't help themselves. Any person that keeps doing this all the time, fucking dead giveaway. Anybody that sits there and holds their hands like this in pyramids, dead fucking giveaway. Watch all the presidents. Watch Elon Musk. Watch all of these people. Even the dude in Iran that's supposed to be against everybody, they're all in it together. You watch how they operate. You watch the symbols. You watch the signs. And they give themselves away. Every single time it's that way. But I took an oath as a kid, you know, a long time ago to defend the church and the word of God, you know, the Most High. That's why I have St. Michael. That's a picture of St. Michael. That's not a demon. That's the devil. That's St. Michael throwing the devil to hell. And that's my middle name. That's my baptismal name. That's my Christian baptismal name, Michael. That's my patron saint. And that's why I have this on there. And I'm Irish and Italian. And my grandmother was Hebrew and Polish. So I have a variety of different kinds of blood, and that's why I have the Celtic and the Irish cross with this leprechaun, because when I was a kid I wanted to go to Notre Dame. So like I say, thanks for watching, thanks for your support, and anything you want to know about me, let me know and I'll tell you. So I have nothing to hide. Take care, have a good day.